See, you was wrong, UglyAzzNigga. I didn't forget. It's crazy this work, man. Nigga can't be 3 minutes late without UglyAzzNiggas complaining. What's up, Gosa? What's up, Malachi? What's up, C? I ain't seen episode 3 yet of Welcome to Derry, so I'm telling you that right now. Don't say shit about episode 3. I've seen episodes 1 and 2. Hey, my bad, Ronald. I probably watch episode 3 probably tomorrow sometime. Yeah, bro, I stopped watching this shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's not that it was bad. It didn't intrigue me enough to keep watching. What with the other stuff that I was doing. Episode 3 of Welcome to Derry, the It series. All right, I'm gonna give it probably another minute. We'll go ahead and get started. Hold up, you said Tariq spotted in Diamond's basement? What do you mean? What is that? The behind the scenes photo, but like where is it at? Like who got the clip? If you're talking about the one that they showed during the Power Choice Award, then I already seen that. What's up, Ali? DeMarcus. Yeah, I saw that already. That's funny, Tobias. That's pretty damn funny. Somebody said Marvin and Juke go jump Kanan for killing Rob. That'd be crazy as hell if that's the truth, man. I'm supposed to beat this brace off his head. That shit would be funny as hell. All right, though. So we're going to go ahead and get started up in here. I'm going to actually drop this link early today, too. Just in case somebody else want to come up and be with it. Now, Marvin or Lulu beating his ass, probably. I mean, if that's what happened, yeah, I could see that. What's good? So let me ask you this. I'm guessing, Ronald, you haven't seen Welcome to Derry before, right?
No,
There you
just heard of it and looked it up. I see it's about it and Pennywise.
go. Mhm.
Okay.
What up, Talia? Yeah, they just came out with the third episode this week. Been pretty interesting so far. But anyways, let's go ahead. And now I know I told you I was gonna add the Oval. I'm gonna add the Oval probably starting tomorrow. I still haven't watched the episodes that came out so far. What's up, Marcus? Kind of gonna take out one of the brothers. I think his whole family gonna go against him in season 5. That'll be a little wild, but I'm gonna go against that and say that's not gonna happen.
So what if he killed Rock? That wouldn't turn everybody else against him.
I mean, it could. I ain't gonna lie, because I think. Hold on. So, who do y'all think would be the most mad about it? Lou or Marvin?
Killing Rock?
Yeah.
I would go with Lou.
Me too.
I would go with Lou.
Mm.
Because you know why I say that? Because you either much know Ludo, he just wanna be his own man. That's what he wanna be.
Okay. For
I'm
me,
telling you, because I remember that because Rock had took. I remember. Can I? Oh, I'm gonna let you go on all in. I mean, you and tackle.
I'm still thinking on, to be honest. I'm trying to think about like what all of them did. Maybe after all they've been through, and then obviously, yeah, I agree with y'all. Now that I think about it, Lou, because you think about it, he said, when he was doing his therapy, that the person he cared about the most was Rock. So yeah, that would make sense. So yeah, Lou probably would go crazy and beat his ass. But I think if Lou was to beat his ass, do you think Kanan would try to kill him for whooping his ass?
No.
I don't think so. He would take his own
He just take
own
his
call.
ass with him.
He just take the ass with him as a beat.
Okay. This nigga DeMarcus need to stop, bro. Okay, so
Yeah, that nigga Mark is tripping.
Tremont could unalive Rock for taking his plug. So hold on, DeMarcus, are you saying that Tremont is the one that maybe took the shot instead of Kanan during the last episode? Yeah, that's why we talking about that, Ali, because his face is swollen and stuff like that. So obviously somebody whooped his ass. Bro, I don't know.
Yep, and somebody jumped on him and beat him up. Cause I mean, yeah, the trailer though don't show everything.
I think it was Jukebox.
Or the police jumped on his ass and beat him up.
That's kind of what I said, Ronald.
Or if it was Jukebox, she probably.
I hope it was anyway.
If it was Jukebox, she probably done beat the snot out of him.
I know he gonna be kind of embarrassed too that a girl whooped his ass like that. If it is Jukebox.
But they gotta have some kind of altercation if they stick to the.
And your own cousin kick your ass.
Right, because there is a conflict where she's supposed to give him that scar, so it could be her. And they only got one season to do it unless they're gonna try to some kind of way put it into Origins.
I think it was obvious that she could whip him the way she used to push him around sometimes. You know, he would act like she was playing, but
yeah, sure. Yep. And even the adult, Kanan in the original Power series seemed like, he was, I don't know if I'll go as
scared
far as
of him.
afraid, but he was like, he knew she wasn't no pushover at all.
Because they labeled her as crazy.
Right. Did somebody hit his car in the trailer? Whose car are you referring to? It's got to be aka Michael Branford. You talking about some support? Hold on. What are you talking about? Who you talking about? Tomias? So Kanan's car. Elena Phil Russo's wife pointed the scrap at Kanan. Hold up. I'm trying to remember, do I know what Phil's wife looked like? Did they show her?
I don't think there was a white hand, but it was definitely. I definitely thought it was a female from the nails.
Yeah, it's absolutely a female. That's no question.
So then I was thinking that would be Jukebox.
Holding a gun on
She
him?
whipped him and pulled a gun on him.
I'm about to pull it up real quick to get another look at it.
And I'll keep thinking some probably happened to what was that girl's name?
I'm not asking for forgiveness for what I've done.
You say what again?
I'm thinking something might have happened to what was that girl's name that she was liking?
There
would be a good innocent death.
Yeah.
The girlfriend.
Aisha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're done making excuses for you.
They don't look like they look like some melanated skin to me.
What y'all think? Okay, DeMarcus, is nigga stop copying me you? I gotta know this. This is crazy. It could be somebody new Ghost for sure.
Now, the only other woman would be is it Pop?
Pop.
But see, I would think Pop would have some fancier nails. Jukebox wouldn't have fancy nails, and I think we've seen Alicia as what's her name? The girl. No, it's not her. It's not the girlfriend.
You think it's a light skinned hand?
That's what I'm saying. It's not. We were talking about.
You talking about Vanessa?
Well, Vanessa did pull a gun on Rock, but I can't see her putting no gun in nobody's head though.
I don't know, man. I don't know. That hand, I don't know, y'all. I might be the only one tripping. That hand look kind of white to me.
I mean, yeah, I see the lady hand, but they don't show the lady face who it is.
Yeah, that's what Ashley ghosting. That's really what I think. It looks more Latina to me. That's what it looks like. So if that's the case, it's probably somebody we haven't seen yet.
Now she did. What was saying Russo? She was Stefano's wife. No. I'm wrong. What's his name? Sal's wife. Sal Baselli. Is that who we thinking it is? His wife?
Yeah, see, yeah, Sam Seller's wife.
So I
Yeah,
think for me,
yeah, they look like her.
my top picks was Sal Buscemi's wife, yep, or a new Latina lady. I don't think that's a light skinned black. That's just me.
Now Pop is light skinned, isn't she?
I wouldn't say she's light skinned, but
She's about that complexion.
but anyways, though, to dive a little deeper in there, obviously they did some, trying to play with our heads a little bit by putting Rock at the beginning of it, say I'm not gonna ask for forgiveness and stuff like that. Hold on, what I'm trying to remember though, did she say I'm not gonna ask for forgiveness? And 1 second, y'all. Y'all can keep going, but I gotta mute myself. I got a call.
Oh, you must have trouble with your screen yard. You muted. You on mute. Hold on.
He on the phone.
Oh.
Oh goodness.
My bad, yeah. Take that quick call. But back to what I was talking about. They threw Rock up in there in the beginning. What I was about to say is, the line she says at the very beginning, she said, I'm not going to ask for forgiveness. Did she say that at the end? Or is that something new?
Yeah, that's what she said. Because Kane told you took Crystal from me, you took famous from me, you didn't even much want me to have no body. And Rock told him, I have faith in you and I love you. And so we don't. And then the clip goes, the Power Raising Kanan goes off the air, and the guns even much go off.
Yeah, I remember that part, but I was just trying to remember her exact lines. Okay, so she a lot of y'all confirmed it. Okay, so she did say that. Got it. So obviously the plot around the beginning of it is there, and I don't know what Gary Lennon, the showrunner for Forrest, I don't know why he thinks it's a good idea to just at the very kind of even in the way before the show even start, lets you know the answer to something that the fans was curious of. I don't know. What do y'all think of that? Y'all think that's a good way of going about it, or should you kind of like make them wait?
Help me out. What you talking about?
Okay, so like for instance, this Raising Kanan left with a cliffhanger on whether or not Rock died or not, right? And then we get this teaser here, and I'm pretty sure when the trailer drops, they're not going to show Rock at all in this trailer because they're going to try to make you guess whether or not she's dead or alive, or even if they do
Or if
shoot
she
her,
even got shot, or if she even got shot.
or if she's even gotten shot, or if they do, they might play with us a little bit and show her, but it actually be flashback scenes or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
But in Forrest, the showrunner said his method is he believes in giving you the answer to what you want to know very early. So I was asking, do y'all think that's a good method to go with and as far as like the series and stuff like that, or do you think they should kind of keep it hidden and
But
make
what did he give about Force? I'm still.
well, he kind of revealed before the show even came out, kind of, that Claudia was alive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't directly say it, obviously, but with them giving the interviews and stuff that was released about with her and stuff like that, everybody kind of knew that, she was alive, in my opinion. Like, I've been knew from the get-go, even before all of that. I was like, bro, there's no way she's dead.
Well, if you think back to before season 4, Raising Kanan, and they had the kind of picture of the cast, and you saw the main cast except Famous. So we like, okay, he not in that picture. It's one of them photographs or
But
portraits things,
but that's a good example of what I'm talking about, though. So with Famous, they dragged it. They never told us. We were still guessing throughout the season. Damn, is Famous alive or is he dead? I mean, I knew he was dead, but a lot of other fans still thinking that he might be alive. But see, Gary Lennon, he would have just showed us episode 1, Famous is dead. You get me?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, Ali. I thought Unique was dead as hell. I'm not gonna lie to you. I definitely thought Unique.
I mean, because after his brother done beat him in the head multiple times with a pipe and bruised his brain up and put him back in the trunk and kicked him all the way down here. But we thought he was dead, but he came back at the end of the season.
Yeah, because let's be real.
Yeah, because you look at his face, bruised up.
Like the likelihood of somebody surviving that is very slim. Now, what happened to Clyde?
Yeah, though, because
you can see somebody survive that.
I just don't think we really cared about whether Claudia was dead or alive.
Yeah, because I didn't give a damn about Claudia being stabbed up because I thought she was up out of here last season.
I just didn't care.
That's because actually,
I don't like Claudia.
That's because the show, to me, this is just my opinion, and I know a couple of people share this. Force is just not as interesting as the other ones. I'm sorry, it's just not. It's good.
I mean,
to me,
you trying to say how the writers write this show?
I mean, it's a multitude of things for me.
Are you?
I think with Forrest, the writing, some of the actors, I just think Tommy's character. I say this a lot, and this is no attack to Joseph Sikora as an actor, but I just think his character, the way we seen him in Power, the original Power, his character is always meant to be a number 2, not a 1. So it kind of makes the show. And then on top of that, he doesn't have a good supporting number 2 to be his number 2, you know, for the show to be really good.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. I mean, because he don't even much have soldiers with him.
Yeah, he doesn't. And then Diamond,
Diamond is his number 2.
Yeah, Diamond's his number 2, right? But he's nowhere near strong enough of an actor to be able to carry that weight. You know what I'm saying? Like the original Power, you got
right, and then he's not strong enough to even be the biggest drug dealer.
You got the original Power. You got Ghost is the lead. Amari Harwood. He's strong enough to be a 1. You know what I'm saying? And then he had a very strong number 2, which was Tommy. And then you could say Tasha and Angie, you know, was also there as well, who are also strong supporting characters. So that made it, along with 50 Cent. So, you know, that made a good show. You can go down to book 2. Book 2, Michael Rainey is not really strong, but he had great supporting people around him that made it still work. You know what I'm saying? And then Raising Kanan, Patina Miller is a really strong actress. And then she also had, you know, I can't think of his real name right now. Marvin's character. But anyways,
you talking about London Thomas?
No, that's not.
I mean London Brown.
London Brown, that's it.
The one played Marvin. That's what you're talking about. That
right.
actor.
Exactly. And then you got Lou, and then Kanan's not that strong of an actor, but you know he's not really the lead, even though it's based around him.
Smart enough to move drugs.
His name, you know what I'm saying? He can still survive in this world because he's surrounded by really strong actors. And so I think that's what kind of separates the shows as well.
I think the best actor on there was Joey Badass.
You think Joey Badass is the best actor?
On Raising Kanan, yeah.
I don't know if I would say that, but
well, I part of what I said is see, I've seen him in something else, like entirely different. It's just like I respect Joseph Sikora as an actor more because I've seen him do Reasonable Doubt, and I've
seen him in a couple of other stuff as well.
But I've never liked Tommy. To me, he's just a psychopath, and you know. Unique was I mean, from the time he was first on screen, you could see the quality of his acting, and Patina Miller, of course, you know. But.
I think she's like, I don't know, like I was actually gonna set up a tribute video for her too, because her birthday just passed as well. So,
and then they had a natural chemistry too.
They did, yeah. Don't get me wrong, Joey Badass is he like, especially this past season. Like, yeah. He really did a good job. So yeah, I would say him and Patina definitely up there for, you know, the strongest ones. And then of course you got Omar Epps, who's a seasoned, you know, actor who's been in the game a very long time.
Yeah, Patina. I'm trying to think if I've heard her sing on somewhere. She was a Broadway star. I forgot what she did on Broadway. A few things.
Yeah, actually, her and
sing too.
Her and Haley actually did a Broadway together before.
I like when you can get a chance to see actors range and not when they just it's
Yes.
the same thing. So we haven't seen Mekhi Curtis do anything else that I know of.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Now, me personally, I haven't seen Joey Badass in nothing else before either. But you know,
London Brown is, to me, I think he's really playing himself. He's doing
facts.
stand-up comedy.
Yeah, he's
Right,
definitely
that's fact. Yeah, because I've seen it on his IG page.
Mhm.
So hold on, let me go to that. So DeMarcus, I remember you said this in the you commented on one of the videos, and I asked you this. He won a Grammy for what? What did he come out with?
It said Grammy nominee. It was some kind of poetry reading, I think.
Or Grammy nominee. Okay, my bad. Yeah. You said it was a poetry?
Some kind of reading.
Hmm.
Let's see if Talia says Mekhi was on Disney Channel. Disney Channel and what?
Really? I never knew that.
Joey Badass did a short film, like it was something about a time warp. It was really good. And I can't think of the name of it. I want to say it was on Netflix.
This nigga Branford is like, bruh, did somebody create an AI bot and just program it to do this shit? And it became him. This is crazy.
He can be put in timeout. Oh, bot or not.
I don't
Dude,
ban
and
this.
dude, he was and everybody, he was on other channels trolling. He was on other channels trolling, and Tamika Den blocked his ass out of there.
It takes up too much space on the chat. It's unnecessary.
Like, bro, doing my one I just did. He over there telling Solo and Taj and Cairo to apologize to him. Like, the folk, like, what are we apologizing for? I'm like, bro, just ignore that nigga.
Dude, yeah, man, ain't nobody in this chat ain't got nothing to apologize to you for. Ain't nobody did nothing to you.
And then I banned him myself a couple times, and the nigga still was doing it. He kept coming back with some news.
Didn't he used to be another character?
Who? Branford? Yeah, he used to be he's Michael as well.
Okay.
They be transforming this shit, coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Mekhi was in Kirby Buckets on Disney. Never heard of it, but okay.
I think Joey was in Mr. Robot. Somebody said iRobot. I think it was Mr. Robot.
Oh my God, bro. Yeah, but yesterday, like I said, I don't know what was going on yesterday though. Yesterday chat was crazy. It was a bunch of weird people showing up in that.
Okay, I got it. Jay, check out Two Distant Strangers. Have you seen that?
Who's in that?
Joey Badass. Two Distant Strangers. It won the award for Best Live Action Short Film. Character trapped in a time loop. Yeah, it was Netflix.
Okay,
Netflix. It's on Netflix.
I got it. Yep. I see it right here. Diddy was a producer?
Sean Combs, I guess.
That's what it say.
Well, it was in what, 2020?
Yep. Anyways, though, this let me See what else was in this trailer. So yeah, let me pull the trailer thing back up real quick.
Oh, when he said somebody's untouchable or something. Okay.
Yeah, so that was another highlight of it when he was talking about no one's untouchable. So a couple of people in the comment section when I was doing this, they were saying that he could be talking about Snaps and Pop.
That's what I was thinking when I saw it.
And to be honest, I didn't even think of them at first. And then once someone said it, it kind of clicked. I was like, you know what? That would make sense. But
I think him and Breeze gonna get together on that. Breeze gonna give him the go ahead so they can.
I said, yeah, and I agree with you. So, do you think he could possibly be talking to Breeze when he says
That's what he gonna end this?
Yeah,
I mean, that's what he gonna end up doing because Breeze is gonna take him.
Breeze referring to them as the old heads.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Breeze is gonna take Kane up under his wing and teach him how to be a mentor.
And in order for them to truly be able to, get on top, they gotta get the old heads out of the way. So I mean, yeah,
because they got to get the Jersey boys out of the way.
And like I told y'all, because in the video, Breeze seemed like the type that he's gonna always put business first, and if they in the way of business, he's gonna take their ass out.
Well, I think they're gonna have different.
If things don't go this way,
got to find out that they was behind Crystal and Famous.
Yeah,
that's probably what's driving him. And then
Breeze,
because Breeze, that'll put Breeze on top if they out the way.
You said who?
Right. Oh yeah. Can I say something? I mean, yeah, because they are. I mean, Snaps and.
Did you lose your mic? What happened?
I can't hear him.
Yeah, me either.
Oh, can you hear now?
Yeah, it's better now.
Oh yeah. Can you hear what you're saying again?
We was asking you to repeat what you said because we couldn't hear you.
Oh, I said those Snaps and Pops, they've been manipulating Caden the whole season because they was the one lying to him. They was the one took out Famous and killed him by the police because Snaps and Pops either much got the dirty cops either much working for them, and they doing they dirty work. The cops doing the Snaps and Pops dirty work because if you don't do what Pops tell you to do, your head gonna be on the swivel because she's the one calling all the shots. So when Kane find out that Pops was the one took out Crystal, he really gonna be pissed off about that because his mother wasn't the one, wasn't never behind that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. His mother wasn't no one behind it because in Kane he's much though. I mean, he just don't ain't smart though. He does not. He don't have no soldiers, no product. He don't have no connect either much sell, and he sure don't have no army around him. So you remember what I told you last time when I was in here, I said if Kane moves Unique out of the way, I see him taking over the Jersey boys. If the writers go in his storyline.
Oh, that's the TV. I was like, what is that? Do we have an echo? What is the TV?
Oh.
But so yeah, clearly I think it's obvious that Snaps and Pop will go this season. Rock, whether she lives or dies, she has to be out of the way. So it could be she just leave, go to jail or something. Something has to happen if she's not dead for her to get out of the way. And that will leave Marvin and Lou. Now, them two, I think one dies, one survives. That's my opinion going into this season. Going into, after not going into this season, once this season is said and done. That's my opinion. I don't think both uncles will die. And I already told y'all.
It got to be one of them.
Well, Marvin just escaped getting shot. And now Lou got Panessa and Jerome.
And her son.
And that's and Unique doesn't know that yet. So
Mm-hmm.
that's got to that piece has got to play out some kind of way.
So my opinion, yeah,
I keep thinking them Jersey boys gonna be Unique's downfall.
Yeah,
they connected to the Italians.
Mm-hmm.
But he gonna screw Sal.
I mean, let's stay turn on Unique. Oh, and don't forget,
that's what he was saying. They don't
I mean, Phil Russo is the one stabbed up. Oh, don't forget, Phil Russo was the one stabbed up. Not Saul. Though I can't think of his man's name.
Yeah, Phil stabbed Stefano. That's what you're talking about.
Stefano. Yeah, Stefano. Yeah, he stabbed him. But if he survived, if Stefano survived next year, it's gonna backfire on Phil Russo.
I can tell you right now, Stefano's alive.
Because when he find out, yeah, because he coming for revenge. It's gonna be a war between the Italians and Stefano in season
Russo said he
5
was
next year. That's what's gonna end up happening.
Okay, that's actually a good one. Support. Let's talk about that. So let's just say Rock does survive, right? If she does survive and she, gets her strength back, does Rock forgive Kanan, or does she disown him and push him out of her life now, or would she seek revenge? What would be her outcome?
I think she'll forgive him.
Everybody else?
I really think she will forgive her son because him and Rock, they don't have the best of partners.
So my opinion, I definitely think she will forgive him, but she'll move differently for sure. Now, I think that's another difference between a man and a woman too. I think if you did that to a father, he gonna take your ass out. He's like, nah, nigga, nah, you ain't finna do that and get away with it because you might think you can do it again. Your ass up out of here. Because see, mothers they have a different special type of love for their sons that they'll let that shit go. Rock will die by the hands of Tremont and Abraham. You've been saying that, DeMarcus, but I just can't see that. It'll be crazy if he turns out to be right. Like I said, I'm gonna dedicate a whole segment for you if you turn out to be right about this.
I don't know why they let Tremont live, tell you the truth. So
that's what give him some weight on what he's saying. Mm-hmm. The fact that they let him live.
Yeah.
So Talia said forgive, but don't forget and keep him at a distance. Yeah, I can see her going that angle. Like she'll forgive him and stuff like that, but she's gonna tell him he can't be around her no more. You think? Even though, but let me try to change that a little bit. Maybe you think maybe she'll have a different thought process once it's confirmed that Snaps and Pop manipulated him into doing that. Maybe she'll kind of have a different.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking because she'll know how he got to that point.
Yeah,
and she know he's stupid anyway. But
does she?
And the boy's still just 17. I mean, we forget how young he is. He just turned 17.
Yeah, he's been 17 for 17 years. But yeah, you're right. He is just 17, but
She knows she done did some riding low down stuff. She know it.
Now that one there, DeMarcus, with Tommaso possibly coming back from Marvin, I think is way more plausible than Abraham taking out Rock. I don't know. They're just or Tremont, That is me. Because why did they leave? Because Tommaso, him being a made man, that means he has power, and he definitely saw Marvin's face, so he can come back for him. Yeah, Tariq did shoot Ghost at 17. That's true. 16 or 17, one of them. 17, really. It's just how power is with they age shit. Same difference. She knows she been down bad too. Kind of just like her. Yeah, and then here's another reason why Talia that maybe she'll forgive him once she finds out about the manipulation. Think about it. That's no different from what she did with Scrap. She accidentally killed him because of she somewhat was manipulated, into believing he was a snitch. It's basically the same thing.
She wasn't manipulated though.
Well, yeah, you can't really call it manipulation, but she was given bad intent.
Right. But then the cop right there saw the guy talking to the police. He really didn't lie.
Yeah, he didn't.
Talking to the police.
True. I hear rumors that Origin's taking place in the 2000s, not the 90s. Can't be. That's impossible. Unless they just planning on not showing Breeze at all. And I seriously doubt that. Only way,
unless they gonna show Breeze in 2 episodes, and they'll be about it.
I'm gonna give it some legs. This is what I'm gonna say. The only way I can see that possible is, let's say, they show the teenage, Ghost and Tommy, or let's say a young 20s Ghost and Tommy, which is the 2 actors that they cast, and then they're gonna be going back telling stories of what happened. That's the only way I could possibly see that shit going down. But I think that'd be a little crazy for them to kind of do it like that. But it kind of would make sense though with the actors that they chose, because there's no way, they could play their teenage versions of Ghost and Tommy. So that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, because right now they just about 12.
Yeah, exactly. 13 at the oldest.
Because 96, they still in high school.
Right.
Now the Origins could time jump to 96 and then tell they real origins in flashback. But that's why I think they're gonna have to have more cast members playing those 2. Kind of like the way we just saw.
Yeah, the brand new Tommy and Ghost.
Just like we just saw the young Ozzy on Reasonable Doubt, or the way we saw Monet's backstory when they showed it in flashback. I think they're gonna have to do something like that for it to make sense.
So I keep thinking somebody is talking with his TV playing.
Is it Stefan?
You said what?
Is it, what's his name? Stefan, the other guy. Stefano? No, who got the TV going in the background?
Oh, Steve, yeah. Yeah, the TV in the back is kind of distracting. He been arguing in Discord back and forth with some believe Origins could recount Bree's death to happen in 2000 instead of 97.
Now, to that point, the only thing we know about 96 is that that's when they met Breeze.
Yes.
That's all we know. Because Tommy told Jamie he's going to introduce us to Breeze. We got to go. So that's all we know about. That happened in 96.
We could, yeah.
Then
that's a possibility.
Ghost told Tariq that he killed Breeze when he was about Tariq's age.
Right. So they would have to change that whole story.
And that would be too inconsistent. They've been pretty consistent so far.
True. For the most part, they have.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of things has changed, but they try to keep it on pace with what the show said.
Yeah, they're trying to keep the script decently.
Oh shoot! I almost forgot about B-Rilla.
I was just about to say, here this nigga go with B-Rilla. I wouldn't mind a spinoff of Tejada's.
I mean, yeah, B-Rilla. Oh yeah, he made it through the season.
I don't mind a Tejada spinoff.
I mean, B-Rilla though, he barely made it to the season.
Yeah, but
UNN, UNNTV. Do you think about do you think Kane needed?
Do I think what?
Spinoff?
Do I think Kane needs?
Do you think Kane needs his own spinoff?
I think
he
if was asked to do so, he could hold it down to do one. Sure.
Yeah, because he's gonna be working with new characters, new storylines, and he gonna be working with because I already know he ain't got no soldiers, no.
But I'm gonna say this:
weight need much push. But
if they were to do that, they would have to have some really good writers because the way his character is written, he's similar to Tommy. His character is kind of
right,
a number two, not necessarily a lead. Not his acting ability, but the way his character is written, because he can't really think on his own because the way he is.
Yeah, because he can't think straight.
Yeah, he's not a thinker; he's an enforcer. So it would have to be written good.
Yeah, because he don't. Yeah, because UNN. Yeah, because he don't have the brain and the muscles.
He has the muscle. He doesn't have the brain.
Well, I still think that was the best written character on book 2.
Yeah, I agree with you. But I'm just saying that if you used to make a spinoff of him, you would need to, write it in that another character is there to support where he's lacking at. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he's much weekend. So I mean, the writers they do gonna have to bring in some fresh storylines, and they're gonna have to develop his character if they want to do a spinoff. It sure ain't gonna be with no Tyreek, Effie. It ain't gonna be with no Brady. He's gonna be working with like it was 4 years ago, and you not gonna have Drew there. Drew done moved on. So, because he don't want to be a part of the drug game no more. So he's gonna be working with his cousin Mary J. Blige's sister, Janet. I think she's gonna be in the spinoff too, working with her nephew.
Well, I'm not saying support. I'm not saying that Kane's character is like, the way they move is the like. What I'm saying is both of their characters, the way it was written to be a supporting character to another lead. That's what I'm saying. That's what they have alike. And both of them do things out of emotions without thinking. That's something that they also share in common.
You know, Cain had a real Oedipus complex.
Okay, so you said he had a what again? I'm sorry.
A real Oedipus complex. That's a Freudian thing where the child has feelings for the opposite sex parent and a rivalry with the same sex parent. You know, Freud would go real deep in the psychological shit and the ego and all that kind of stuff. That's why he hated Tariq, because Monet liked him.
Mm-hmm. He felt like she might replace
Yeah, because
him.
he was close to the. Yeah, she was close. I mean, Tyree was close to Monet because when she couldn't think on own, Tyree ended up helping her.
Yeah, she would follow whatever plan Tariq came up with.
Yeah, because Diana couldn't come up with a plan. Drew couldn't come up with a plan. None of her kids couldn't come up with a plan because they not as smart as Tyreek. So that's why Kane don't like him. Don't like Tyreek.
You be saying that a lot, Ali, that you don't think Tariq is that smart. Well, he's smart. I just don't think he's ghost level smart.
And he young as hell too.
Yeah, but because he don't have that bodybuilder is goes who can fight. But he can shoot and he's smart, but he just can't fight though on his show. Because you seen him being punked by Zion, him and Brady getting tortured all in the room, throwed up against the wall. and to either much Tyreek had stabbed Zion in the side, and then either much Tyreek ended up putting a nail in the coffin. Because he be getting punked in this show.
Yeah. So let me finish up this, and then I want to address that power movie thing, and then we're gonna move on to the next topic. This one we here for a while.
Nobody's untouchable.
So the gunshot here, I know a couple of people like DeMarcus was saying this is inside of Unique's place, correct? And I think you said you believe that might be Unique's right-hand man that he's shooting.
Unique's place mean the dress shop or whatever that was, the shop.
Taylor shop. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get him to
And it might be one of Unique right-hand mans he taking out. Is it Ike or Iron, the one Biggie people he taking out?
Yeah, that's what I was just saying.
And see, you know, with these kind of teaser things and stuff, you don't know what episode that's in.
Yeah, but typically when it comes to these, it'd be episodes 1 through 3 most of the time.
Yeah, right. But they do that every year. They don't want us to know because they wait way to the season start to show us who the character killing. So you know that's how Power will do every year. Show the trailer.
So yeah, that's what I thought you were saying, Ricardo. Hold on. So Ricardo is Ricardo is that Unique's guy or what's his name? Stefano's guy.
Ricardo.
Forgetting these names sometimes.
What's the big dude's name? Y'all was calling him Biggie.
His name is Damn, I can't even think of his name right now.
Because his name started with A though.
Akbar. That's it. Akbar.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Akbar. Okay.
Yeah. Cause I keep on missing. I keep forgetting his name. Akbar. Yeah.
Not Biggie.
Yeah, I was calling him.
Dude, he kind of favored Biggie a little bit.
All right, so this real quick, I'm gonna address this thing that Joseph's saying that that there's a Power movie in the works.
Now, who said that?
Joseph said it.
DeMarcus was the one said that in the chat. Yeah, because he put Joseph Secor said it.
Right. So I'm a little curious of how would they write this? Where would it take place? Who would be in it? Because obviously the height of Power would have to be, if you want to release the best movie you can release, you would need to have probably Ghost, Kanan, and Tommy in it, right? Yeah, if you're doing the Power Avengers, you got to have them three in it. So what would be taking place? That'll be very interesting, I'll say. I don't know how well it would do in the box office and stuff like that, but yeah, the black community would support it well. Courtney Kemp said this about 3 to 4 years ago. She wanted to.
Do you think it would be a hit TV show? What TV show is turned into a hit movie? That usually doesn't work, does it?
I'm trying to think of a time that I may have seen it. I mean, you've seen it with cartoons, but actual.
I mean, you had the Beverly Hillbillies, you had the Brady Bunch movie, and all that kind of crap. But if they had the same characters, now they could do something entirely different from Ghost and Tommy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. To my knowledge, I don't think I've seen any success with it. But I will say this too, though. Power. I don't think I've seen a show that that of Power stature that attempted at it too, like Brady Bunch and all that stuff that you just named. Their following is nowhere near as big as Power's following. Like Power be doing tens of millions of views per episode.
Mm-hmm.
So to put that out there, and then especially if Amari is in it, I think it'll do pretty good goddamn numbers.
Right, because what stars though, they would boost their ratings up with Amara Hardwick in there.
I remember back in 2021 when I seen her said it in a live. Yeah, I remember it too. I remember her talking about it. But I did not see the interview where Joseph said that, they were actually doing it. Go to the colleague in China for the whole Joseph Curry interview about the Power movie. Okay. Also, it's something else interesting that I saw Joseph say. I'm gonna make a video about it. I saved it. I guess I can go ahead and share it here. This will be my last thing on. Well, you know what? I'll do that at the end because that'll be more relatable to Forrest. So it don't make sense for me to do it right here. So for now, I'm gonna go ahead and head to the next topic.
Reasonable doubt. This season gonna make me go back and watch the first two.
Hey, I'm telling you, that shit's good, bro. I told you.
Oh yeah, because I've seen Reasonable Doubt though. The show is good. I mean, with Bill Sturl and Jackson Monica in it.
Yeah.
Sure, because we almost come down to last. We only got one more episode this week, and that's it.
So you saw how she explained it. What I was saying on the other live, Jay, that the defense, they don't have to find out who the killer is.
Right.
So they have really established reasonable doubt, but I'm thinking the verdict gonna be guilty for some reason.
Damn.
But
I hope you're right.
Then we're gonna find out who really did it. It's gotta be another plot twist somewhere in this.
Kristen shady ass.
Yeah, though, because and you know when. Yeah.
So she's shady because she got thick glasses. Yeah, them children real twisted, you know, and that was a good cliffhanger. We talking about episode 9, I guess.
Oh, Ghosting. It's crazy. Cause I remember when you was talking about this when you first watched it, because I didn't watch it right off the muscle, you know, episode 8. And he was telling me it's crazy that, you know, they kind of pulled the same move that Power did. Like the answer to it was the obvious. Because let's be real, I know for me, when we was first watching it, I thought Kristen, but I also said in my head, nah, that's too obvious. There's no way it's her. And threw her out of the, you know, running. And just for it to turn out to be her. But who knows? They might pull something in episode 10 and it ain't her. Who knows? But it's definitely looking like it. Maybe she knows who did it and she was there or something like that. I don't know.
Now, if there's one other person. If it's not Kristen, I'm gonna go with I don't know her name. It's Wendy's friend.
Oh, okay.
That got the business.
I can't remember her name either, but yeah, I know you mean.
Because she really
the one play. You talking about Nisa, the one play Cash Dog.
Mm-hmm.
But see, that's how they've established doubt. You got so many people with the motive and the opportunity to do it. And then when what's his face, Ozzy, I like his testimony when he said at the end he don't even know where the cabin is, how to get there.
Yeah, that was so good, bro. Like, man, when I saw that episode, because 8 was good too, but bro, episode 9, they did such a great job writing it. The actors was good. The twist was great. Like, bro, they did a really good goddamn job with this show.
Yeah, 8 was the one with the tearjerker. Had you crying and shit. Was that episode 8 about the mama and the surgery and you thought she was dead?
Yeah, you talking about Mama Lean.
That was 7. Well, what was 8?
Mama
8
that's 7. 8 was
the mama and daddy mess.
Yeah.
The video and all that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's crazy because somebody up in this, you know, I told her it's Mama Lou. But it's crazy because somebody in this chat, I can't remember who it was. It may have been DeMarcus that, you know, was calling that Sal may have had an affair with Wendy. And when I first saw episode 8, I was like, damn, this motherfucker right. And then, you know, then they took that shit back. Like, nah, that ain't true. It was an AI video. I was like,
they had altered the video.
Yeah. I almost gave the man
in the video. Then she was still screwing somebody, wasn't she?
Yeah, it was his other mistress though. It wasn't Wendy. It was they used AI to make to put Wendy's face on it because they want to manipulate the situation.
You never saw his face. That's right.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, no, it was actually him though. He was
Yeah,
actually in the video, but it was actually his mistress that he was messing with. I forgot her name instead of Wendy. But they used AI to change that woman's face to Wendy's face. And she used that. And that's great. That's really kind of diabolical what she did. In open court, made that man look like that was crazy. And he just let it go too. That tells you though he got a lot of love for his son. That he just let that go in open court and then didn't defend himself.
So if the sister, what's her name, Kristen? So if she answers Daniel's question like a yes or breaks down or whatever, then what does Daniel do with that? Since he's so in love. But see, they've been playing with each other anyway. They're sneaking in.
That is interesting. I forgot that was the cliffhanger. Yeah.
Or maybe she'll confess to him and then blow her own brains out.
That'd be crazy. But do y'all think let's say she did confess to him, but she doesn't blow her brains out. Do you think Daniel would actually go and tell Jax and Bill that, you know, she was the killer, or would he hide it and try to help her?
If it comes back a guilty verdict, he would really be in some mess then. I think he would have to say something. So
this is obviously, I mean, I know some of the stuff about laws, but this is what I'm unsure about. I think I know the answer. I mean, I would love to think they would overturn it, but let's say they do find him guilty and the judge sentences him. Then new evidence, they'll be able to change that shit, right? They can't do that. Yeah, they can reopen.
Yeah. Now, if he gets, now this is the thing about the law too. If he is acquitted, meaning not guilty, and then they find out he actually did, he couldn't be tried again.
Yeah. Unless it's without prejudice or something, right?
I don't think you can be tried but once.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, see, in the O.J. Simpson case, they went civil with it. He was acquitted for the on trial, but then the family sued him for like wrongful death in a civil suit, and they won that.
Talia said,
"You're talking about two different court systems, though."
Talia said, if she confessed to him, she gonna blow his brains out. Why would she tell him that if she knows? That'd be crazy.
That lady that plays the mama, she did like three series, and she was in Loving You Is Wrong. She was.
So did y'all know that I didn't even verify this, but let me tell them. Let me verify this, because I heard somebody tell me this, and I didn't know whether or not it's true or not. I never checked it.
What?
They said that the lady that plays the mom is Denzel Washington's wife.
In real life?
Yes. And I've seen her before several times. I just never really, yeah, it is her. Now that I think about it, yeah. It's Denzel Washington's wife. Because Denzel has said before that she was a good actress. Jack's got to catch an L.
What's her name?
Here's DeMarcus' theory. Let me put this on the table, because he said this. That Chelsea may do something to. Let me make sure I'm not understanding you though, Demarcus. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Chelsea is the half sister, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So are you saying that Chelsea may do something to Mama Lou, and the scene where she sees, well, we've been constantly seeing Jax on the ground screaming and looking down at somebody. That Chelsea did something to her, and that's what that scene comes from. Am I correct? Okay. So what do y'all think of that? Y'all think Chelsea could actually harm Mama Lou, and that's Jack's loss at the end of this season?
Oh,
It would be a major loss.
she's screaming over somebody.
Yeah.
That would take us into next season.
I think so too. Whatever it is, it's gonna be the next case for the next season.
And
Whatever.
they have been renewed for season 4 too.
Yeah. And that's always how they do it.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, because they haven't even much announced if they're gonna do, and they haven't even much announced they're gonna be renewing season 4 for next year for a reasonable dollar going into 26.
But yeah,
I don't understand Lewis and what was his, because I don't know the character from the first 2 seasons. But
that's what I was about to explain. So every season, at the end of on the finales, it's always something new that happened, right? And then that's like the cliffhanger to start the case for the next season. That's how it always happens. So I do believe whatever it is she's screaming about, it's going to be rolling over to the next season. So it could be maybe Mama Lou is dead, somebody killed her, and if that's the case, I think Chelsea would be too obvious. But hey, who the hell knows? But maybe something happened to Ozzy. Maybe, I for sure think it's Mama Lou. She crying about, but I don't think it's because of Chelsea. That is why Eddie is Mama Lou POA. Power of attorney.
So are we supposed to believe at this point that Eddie is still using again?
I kind of think he is. 'Cause I think that might be, it might be him instead of Lou, Mama Lou. Maybe. Lewis is soft. Keep letting that high yellow ass nigga play him and walk all over him like a simp. He just gotta, he trying to help out a black man, man. That's all it is.
Okay. Yeah, that is kind of okay.
That's what I think it is. He just, he got a little sympathy for a black man. He try because he know how hard it is for us, and the dude.
But he already done. I mean, how he did him in front of the boss. So,
I agree. I think I would have been down with his ass that shit. No lie. But I'm trying to give my boy a little bit of.
He looked like a shyster.
But you want me to tell you something that was funny as hell in episode 9 when damn, hold up. When Eddie was talking to him, talking to Jackson, said something. He tried to throw Lewis under the bus when he was telling them about, Chelsea. And then Lewis got bad. It was like, you old crackhead motherfucker. That shit was so funny to me. That shit was funny as hell.
And yeah, because Lewis is the highest against for his work and status, and his decision to give Sam the chance is a key point of the episode. I mean, yeah, but Eddie that's trying to get next to Jax. That's what he's trying to get next to in his family.
I don't think we really know what Eddie is got up.
Well, it seems like
I mean, you're up his sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like Chelsea is trying to get him to hustle some money out of Jax some kind of way.
So what's Denzel Washington's wife's name?
Paulette Lewis. I mean Paulette Washington. I don't know why I said Lewis. Washington.
You see that in the cast list?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Pauletta. Okay, recurring cast. I got you. And his son is an actor too.
Oh yeah, Paula in Washington.
Yeah, I met his son on a movie before.
Yeah, because Denzel, I think he from LA. From LA though.
No, he's not.
I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Because he's a Laker fan.
Yeah, he is a Laker fan, but he's not from LA.
You know, Denzel's name is mispronounced, right?
Nah, how is it supposed to be pronounced?
Denzel.
No.
No, he said that on an interview that he can always tell somebody was named after him because they said it would be Denzel, and really his name was supposed to be pronounced Denzel. I forgot who was interviewing him. It might have been some years ago, actually. I remember when he was a youngster, when he was a young actor, when he did Carbon Copy with where this white guy had a black son way back in the early days of cable. Well, okay. I mean,
Yeah, right. Because none of us better than that. But John, yeah, I met him on this movie. Matter of fact, for those of y'all that was on the stream with me when me and Taj was talking about our experience working in the industry and stuff like that, all the people we met, he was talking about an actor that did him wrong and stuff like that. He didn't say the name, but I just went ahead and kind of revealed it. But the name of the movie was Canterbury Glass. John was on that movie with us. That's where I met him at. He was actually, I didn't know that nigga was, he's actually, because Denzel was actually quite tall, but I guess he took his mama's height. Because that nigga didn't get it. He didn't get Denzel height. The nigga kind of short. This nigga the bargain. Anyways, though, any more final remarks?
I mean, that nigga is crazy.
You know what?
I said the Marcus crazy. Knew that crazy. He been typing my name in the chat all night, so I'm not paying him no mind.
But anyways, any final remarks and stuff like that people want to add on Reasonable Doubt or predictions? I'm probably gonna touch on it again before this final episode comment. But
I was the only thing would be trying to who actually did it. Now the biggest twist would be if we find out that what's his face did it after getting off not guilty. Now that would be
well, they did that last season, so I doubt they go that route again this year.
Oh, well, the person was not guilty, and but
he was guilty.
Did they commit suicide?
Nah, he didn't commit suicide. That motherfucker went laughing and I think he ended up getting killed.
So she lost the case?
No, she won the case and got him off. But the nigga was
but he was actually guilty. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, they shouldn't do that again.
Yeah, so I doubt they do it again, you know.
See, I don't want it to be the sister because I want it to be somebody we ain't thinking about. I think the mom and dad is off the list.
The bugs got to be stopped right now, bro.
Yeah, because he in the chat tripping.
Oh shit. Anyways, let me check, man. Anyways, though, I'm gonna go ahead and move on. Is Ghostin still in the chat? Just thought about it.
Who?
Ghostin. Trying to see if he's still up in the chat.
This has been a while.
Yeah, I haven't heard him say that because I know he was the one who really liked this next topic, the next show that I'm about to touch on. I don't know if anybody else even watch it. Yeah, he here. Okay.
Let me ask you about something before you get to that.
Gotcha.
Did you watch Mobland?
Nah, I don't even know what that is.
Oh shit! It's like a Irish mafia. It's Pierce Brosnan and Helen Mirren and Tom Hardy. I got hooked on that real quick. That was an awesome production. Mobland. I highly recommend it. They're gonna start filming in February 26th for season 2.
You said Marvland?
Mob, M-O-B.
Mob. Okay, gotcha.
Mobland. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good one. You need to watch that one in The Wire.
Well, I do got HBO now because I watched Welcome to Derry on HBO.
Okay. I don't have HBO.
And The Wire is on HBO. So, all right. For the people that watch Welcome to Derry, so I see Ghostin watched it and Ollie watched it. Anybody else?
Oh yeah, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about it. I ain't never heard of that.
Yeah. It's on it's a show that's on HBO. It's based off the hit movie It with Stephen King. And they made a series out of it on HBO now. It's called Welcome to Derry. It. So, anyways, we're gonna open it up. Only talking about the first 2 episodes. For you people that seen episode 3, we ain't talking about that. It had me shook as a kid, shaking my head. It's good, y'all.
See, I've never seen the movie It.
You know what? I seen it, but I don't remember it. It's been so long ago.
Because clowns are supposed to be scary, right?
Right, to certain people.
I don't like them either.
Talia said, I don't do hard. Come on, Talia.
I can't watch The Exorcist to this day. I cannot get through the whole movie.
This nigga. It's bad that Savoy Gaming trolled me on Family Business video talking about power. It is some Michael stuff. So Savoy comment.
Hey.
This is why people hate clowns now. So is that really where it came from, Ollie? That's the reason why people hate clowns. Cause I know even the diddler is afraid of clowns. It's like Freddy Krueger and Protect. I remember that movie.
Freddy Krueger?
No. The Protect.
Poltergeist.
That one.
Yeah, I like Poltergeist.
That's the one where the little thing was the kid was at the movie. I mean, was at the TV or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that shit. I remember that shit as a kid.
They had built the house. They had built the subdivision on the graveyard, and the bodies came up out the swimming pool and out the yard and stuff. It was crazy. Wasn't that a Spielberg thing?
I'm not sure who
I think
made
it was a Steven Spielberg thing. Poltergeist.
But anyway, so welcome to Derry. I guess I'm not gonna be on this one too long because not too many people are caught up to speed with this one, and apparently a lot of people don't like horror, so they probably not gonna watch it. So ghosting with this with the welcome to Derry. So let me ask this because, like I say, I don't remember the movie at all. Is the show that we watching so far based like is derived from the movie, or are they going with a totally different storyline?
And then like a prequel.
I'm not sure because, like what I'm saying, I don't remember the movie at all. That's why I'm trying to find out right now for the people that watched it. Because if that's the case, then they might somewhat have an idea of what may happen.
It says serving as a prequel to the films It.
Oh, okay. So it's before. Oh, you know what? It makes sense because the little boy and stuff like that got caught up in the beginning. He isn't. I think he's who's going to turn to the clown, right? If that's
Okay, but you haven't seen Pennywise yet, right?
Mm-mm.
In the first 2 episodes.
No. I think the kid. So the boy is the boy Ghostin gonna turn into him, the clown? Because that's what it looks like to me.
I don't know.
That's why I'm talking to Ghostin because I know you haven't watched it. Got it. Okay, so it's kind of crazy to me though, you know. I mean, I guess the boy kind of had a rough life and stuff like that. But you know, the girl was kind of nice to him a little bit. Why he turned on her like that? So you've seen episode 3 right now, so they're gonna show a lot of them in episode 3. Each episode we'll see it grow in shape from figure to figure until we see that traditional it clown we're used to. The boy was getting abused. He was a loner. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. But you know, the girl and stuff like that was nice. It was nice. Like the black girl and stuff like that. When they was trying to catch him, they helped him get away in the first episode. And the father of the little black girl, he ended up getting arrested because they framing him. It makes me wonder, is the it clown gonna maybe remember that the black guy was actually nice to him and possibly come after the people that trying to frame the black guy. What do y'all think of that? I mean, y'all seen episode 3 though, so you might know the answers to that. Ronnie was nice to him, but the town is under an entity. That's something else too that was weird. I guess that makes more sense now that they're under some kind of evil spiritual entity that's making them like that. Oh, so you haven't seen 3 yet, or you just didn't finish it? Good. So you can't spoil no shit from me either. So who else up in the chat right now? I just started back. We got about what 3 people talking, but it says 14 right now.
Brandford is back. I
Yeah,
guess.
Bradford, do you got about 10 accounts up in here? That's the reason why I'm saying it.
I guess it's 30 minutes.
Yeah, but he been changing accounts back and forward though, and keep trolling. It supporting game in the chat, so y'all don't block him out here twice.
The government
Shoot, leave that man alone.
and they think they can control it to use it as a weapon. That's why episode 2 ended with that. I think I need to go back and rewatch episodes 1 and 2 too to get more of an understanding. I'm pretty sure, like, especially when it comes to stuff like this, sometimes you got to give it a second watch and the stuff be better the second time around. Like, I know for sure one of the shows that was like that for me is Game of Thrones. The second time around, you understand a lot of stuff that you didn't understand the first time watching.
I can see that. Raising Kanan was the only one I watched again all the way through.
Yeah, Raising Kanan actually was another one of those for me too. The first time I watched season 1, I actually thought it wasn't that good. That was my first initial thought. And then it's crazy. I was speaking to one of my friends. She was like, "Nah, you tripping. I watched that gent. That gent good." So I was like, all right, let me go ahead and give it another try. That second time,
right.
and I thought it was amazing. I was like, yeah, I was bullshit. But then again, I do remember halfway watching it, slightly falling asleep too. So that may have been and it was the same with Force actually. Even though I still think Force is not as good as Raising Kanan nor Book 2, it was better than what I initially thought it was.
I wouldn't want to watch Book 2 again.
Well, I've seen Book 2 several times, so it's from season 1 all the way through 4. The reason
I remember I had to watch Power season 6 again. I had to watch Power all the way to the end.
Monet ruined Book 2 for me.
Really?
I mean, yeah, because she done shut up her husband friend. Then she had a son try to take out Kane to take out his father, and he wouldn't. And then she had Gordo to cut Lorenzo throat. Then she ended up killing her best friend on there, who she growed up with. I'm telling you, I mean, her character should never been gone all the way to season 4.
I didn't like her look. Just hollering and cussing. I mean, that's
and she had a kid selling drugs for her.
You're gonna show up at a shootout with furs and
dude,
on and all this kind of stuff. They're just,
Yeah, man, because he much Kane, Mary J. Blige told Kane, Monet told Kane not to marry Norm. He ended up marrying her anyway. And Norm was gonna kill him. She had him tied up in the chair. And that nigga there crying to her, mama. And she dropped 4 by 20 bodies before she got the Kane.
Hold up. The reason they killed
because she went out like she was Tony Montana.
The reason they killed all the main kids in the first episode, expected to, is because the writers want us to stay on our toes and let us know no one is safe. it won't be like the original Losers Club. You so right about that, because I was a little shocked that they had all them damn kids killed like that. That was crazy.
Oh Lord, have mercy, Jesus.
Yeah, exactly, bro. It was crazy about it. Because I definitely thought, something's going to happen that they make it out. And then after I seen that they got their head thrown up, I was like, damn. that was me with Snowfall. I couldn't get into it. And I stopped on episode 6, but my brother's girlfriend told me to watch it again. And when I got to episode 8, I was hooked. So you know what? Talia, Snowfall was another one like that for me too. It's not that I didn't think it wasn't good. It just I wasn't, super into it. But after that second time watching it, I was like, God damn, this shit's really good. I think I started the rewatch because I started it from episodes 1, probably made it to close to like maybe 5 or 6 or whatever, and then I stopped watching it, and then it made it to season 3. And I started back watching it. And I'm like, God damn, this shit good as hell.
Let's see, Snowfall is probably one that I just it didn't grab me at first because they kept going. Where was them folks at? Like the plane crash in the desert or something, and they was going back and forth between. I can't think of the guy's name.
Teddy,
the main character.
Franklin.
Yeah, between Franklin, then they was with the white folks somewhere else in another country, and all that. Just I just couldn't keep up with it, and I probably.
Well, there was.
I think I finished the first season. To tell you the truth, I remember when his daddy showed up and was drunk or something.
Yeah, his daddy showed up. Yeah, he was in the first season.
Mm-hmm. That's as far as I got. And when they killed that dude, him and his friend killed that guy that had their money or something. I remember that, but I never saw him hit the big time.
It's good. Like I said, I think Snowfall's character development for Franklin Saint is one of the greatest character developments I've seen.
I can believe it,
especially in black cinema.
Now the woman that played his mama, what's that actress's name? Michael something.
Forgot her real name, but yeah.
She was in The Wire. She played Brianna Barksdale in The Wire.
Seeing it eyes in Mama's stomach had me losing it. You talking about the scene where the tongue was wrapped around her and he was trying to pull her in and stuff like that? I actually thought the girl might drown when they had her in them covers like that. I was like, God damn. She better go out like that. I was glad to see that she made it out. Yeah, that shit was crazy. How she tried to flip it and say that you did that to me.
Right.
Bitch, you were just trying to kill that. Yeah. So do y'all think Ronnie and what's the major daughter? I mean the major's his son, what's his name? Anyways, I know who I'm talking about, the major's son. You think they gonna end up having some kind of love connection or whatever? Yeah, Will, that's his name. DeMarcus, hold on. So you don't watch Welcome to Derry? I just thought about that. Yeah, because when they was in that detention, you could see like, you know, it was some kind of connection. But that nigga's a real nerd. Okay, got you. I'm definitely watching episode 3 tomorrow. Probably gonna knock out some more power videos when I get off here. I have a couple more that I need to put out. Those episodes, probably the episode titles and description videos. I've been meaning to put them out there, and I think I might know how JP might be up out of here, so I might do a video on that. But anyways, anything else in related to? I know we didn't do a whole lot with this one, but don't too many people don't watch it, so you know it's kind of a little different. We're limited on it because it's only 3 people in here that watch it.
And if it's HBO, I can't watch it. It sounds interesting.
Well, you got Hulu. You can always add it.
Well, see, I wanted to cancel that once Reasonable Doubt was finished. I only got Hulu to watch Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah, because we only got one more episode this Friday. Come on at midnight.
Yeah.
And after that, that's it. All we got is Power Book 4, so.
Yeah, I did Welcome to Derry specifically for you. Cause I remember you was asking about it. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna check that out. It's been pretty good so far. I can't say that it's been mine. I can't say I'm hooked yet. I'll say that. It's interesting enough to keep me keep watching, but it hasn't gotten its grasp on me to the point that like, okay, I can't wait to the next episode. I haven't reached that point yet. But didn't someone say that it's already been renewed for the next season or so? Which would make sense though, because you know, it's already been a hit movie. So with that being said, it already has a massive following. It is very detailed and they hit a real life topics, almost make you see how we in America now. Okay. All right, so I'm glad it got renewed for season 2 and 3. So that shit got to be good. That means the ending of this season is going to be really good. Anytime they renew a seasons, like give you that many seasons in a row off just the first couple of episodes, that shit good.
You still talking about it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I remember that happened for that actually happened for book 2. It was already renewed for season 4 before season 3 even aired, I believe. And then All American had that type of thing going on too. They had already renewed it.
I've been wanting to ask this question. You probably got a theory on it. Why did they even call book 2? Why did they call it Ghost?
I believe originally they probably was going to bring Amari back, but the show ended up being so expensive that they couldn't afford it. So they had to come up with a plan to combine the shows back again in order to be able to do it. So they had to cancel book 2 and Force, and then they're going to find a way to combine it with the more expensive
Yeah, because they do.
No, that's not my question. Why was it called Ghost in the first place?
Oh, because of the budget cuts.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
Book 2, Ghost.
I
Why?
get what you're saying. I get what you're
Ghost.
saying. What I was going to get to is that originally he was going to come back. I think it's supposed to have been the story of Tariq trying to get to that level, and then the actual Ghost was going to come back. They probably was going to have him actually die in that story. And then Tariq was going to get crowned the new Ghost. That's what I think was going to originally be the storyline for that. But it got canceled before that got to
right, because Tariq took out his own father. Yep. Yeah, I remember that he took out his own father in original Power. Yeah, I mean it's due to these budget cuts. Because I'm talking about stars they trying to save up some money. That's what they trying to do. That's why we wasn't getting no Power book Ghost 2 season 5.
Talia said Ghost was never gonna come back.
I know she be saying that, but we're gonna prove her wrong. Don't worry.
I've been over it a long time about Ghost. Over a long time. It's like that to me just almost ruined that series because we sitting around waiting for Ghost to show up.
Well, they should have wrote it like that then.
That's why I asked why did they call it that in the first place?
Because they knew what they were doing.
Yep, and a writing team.
But Courtney Kemp was the one that wanted Tariq to lead his own show, and everybody else was telling her it ain't no way because we couldn't. The audience hated Tariq at the end of Ghost, at the end of Power.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, you sure right about that. They did hate Tariq in original Power.
Nobody could stand
how he had Raina killed his own sister. And how he was kidding, how 50 Cent used him to sell drugs for him.
Smart mouth and
soft as hell to be talking all that damn shit. So
called Angie a side bitch and just everything. But how they turned him into a sympathetic character, now that took some writing because that happened pretty quick. We was on his side the first season.
Devon, stop doing that, bro. There are some of us that never hated Tariq. So Talia, you never hated Tariq? Golson, you didn't hate Tariq?
I didn't hate him, but the Power audience did.
Let me see.
Yeah, I don't know about they ain't never liked the Tariq character in Power audience and didn't like him at all. Yeah, man, they liked the Ghost, but James St. Patrick, but they didn't like Tariq.
I don't know if I can say that I hated them either, but I'll say this: I didn't like when they used to try to do the comparison because to me it was no comparison between him and Ghost.
I mean, he was an annoying brat in Power, no doubt about that. But I understood his trauma too.
Damn,
yeah, and Tariq was the one who took his mama gun out of the safety. Yeah, Tariq took his mama gun out of the safety and went and shot Ray Ray with it, and he pointed the gun at him, talking about, "You killed my sister." Talking about your sister either much took it like a G, and the gun went off, went pop, 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 and you can see the bullet went straight through the wall. By the time Tommy and Ghost got upstairs, and the body was laying right there.
I get.
What, the way how they.
I get what support.
What would you say again?
about, I get what Support was saying about book 2 is called Ghost because it's about Tariq becoming the new Ghost, nothing to do with Omari Hardwick, except in spirit.
Yeah, because the article, if the writers, I mean, Stars wanted to bring him back, they got a chunk amount of money to get him back on the show.
So I'm gonna ask y'all this for all the ones that's constantly saying that. Why would Omari Hardwick say that they asked him to come back for that show, but basically they didn't meet his demands? So
but we don't know the time frame that happened. Like
we do know the time
frame. What were they trying to get him from the beginning, or did they try to get him back because they saw the audience demand for it after a couple of seasons?
I think it was always meant for him to come back probably around that season 3 mark.
Or when he getting letters and all this kind of stuff, and
yeah,
you know,
I think it was always meant for him to come back around season 3. It just they were not able to get it resolved, so they had to come up with something else.
Yeah, I can see that too.
Because it just doesn't make sense the way it was written, with Omari basically saying that they asked him to come back. And remember what I showed y'all like a month or so ago, him confirming that it was actually 16 episodes instead of 15. Why the hell they never release episode 16? Because it would have revealed that that nigga was alive. That's what I believe it was. So they said, since we're not able to come up with a solution to this, let's just stop it at episode 15. That way no one knows that he survived. And we can just write a different storyline to give us time to, come up with a solution to this. Yeah, Stars is cheap of paying their actors. But I will say this too. Stars doesn't have, folks got to realize, Stars doesn't have the budget of HBO, Hulu, FX, and stuff like that.
And
they don't have the same. Stars only became what it became because of that.
Yep. Stars is a different network like Showtime and HBO.
Why are you so hard on Ghost, Talia?
Because so much
this is the fact right here, Ali. That's the fact.
Yep, Ali getting facts.
This is my thing. Like I said, bro, it's too many sides. We obviously know it was for Ghost. What else show would it have been? It just made the most sense. And then look at all the stuff that he was doing. Putting stuff into place for Yaz, putting stuff in place for him. They constantly that's the only show that they consistently mention him on.
I think one of the biggest hints was the Mustang.
You know what? Yeah, because Getting How I Live touched on that. And that is a major hint. The Mustang.
But I kind of get it too when you're doing a will. You have to think about if you die tomorrow, and wills can be changed, wills and trust and that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like the Mustang part, that's something he could have just gave Tommy back a long time ago. Why did he wait?
Exactly.
To give it to him, put it in his will to give it to him? That don't make sense. So that, like I said, I get it that they dragging it out just like they did Breeze. Matter of fact, I think he might be close to coming back because I remember Ronald was saying he wished they'd just go ahead and reveal it so they could stop talking about him, and then bam, we got him. So keep that up, Ronald. Maybe he'll show up.
Because I got sick of the Breeze. I got real sick of Breeze.
I know.
Everybody was Breeze.
Everybody. Hey, that was some funny shit while they was going on there. He didn't give Tommy the mustache. They weren't cool and were trying to kill each other. By the time they made up, he was laying on his back, dying. But think about this though. Why would you have in your will if he's trying to kill the nigga and stuff like that? Think about it. If he's trying to kill him, why would he have in his will to give Tommy his Mustang? So if he's that, let's say he succeeded at killing Tommy, right? Why would his will, if he died, was to give him his Mustang? That don't really make sense to me. I think that nigga decided, I'm going to fake my death, so let me just go ahead and give my brother this Mustang, especially after he figured out, damn, my brother was on my side in the end. Even after all we've been through, he still chose to come and try to save my life. I'm going to make sure I fix that Mustang for him. That makes sense to me.
And then we see we saw the DNC guy again in book 2, right?
Yes, we did. Absolutely.
But the other thing that bothers me is the disappearance of Ramona.
Exactly. That's the biggest one for me. That's the one I always say was the biggest one. No character. Remember, I said this in one of my videos. No character in Power has just disappeared without them giving you any kind of closure. No one. She's the only one. That's how you know he's still alive. Might be for. But speaking of which, since we on Forest, I moved on to the last one. We're on Forest now. Joseph, in an interview, was saying that Tommy could die in this last season. He said that. Now, obviously, obviously he could be just saying that to leave folks on and stuff like that. And of course, we do know about, they said Joseph and Tariq supposed to get the spin out with the legacy thing. But that could come in many different forms. Like you're not exactly sure what this is going to look like. It could be Joseph, maybe doing some narrating on some stuff. I don't know. But I mean, I would say the likelihood is slim. But I'm just saying he did say that.
I'd be okay with it.
I would too, as long as it's good.
Killing off Tommy, I'd be okay with it.
Mm-hmm. As long as they give us a good scene and stuff like that. And who knows? Maybe they'll have Amari come back just for a small part of Ghost, and him and Joseph die together. Him and Tommy dies together. Like Amari originally said he felt like it should have happened. And then Tariq, it would kind of give us a good story because let's say Tariq is there, because keep in mind, we almost positive he is going to make a trip to Chicago. So let's say he's there when this happens and he finally gets to know his dad for who he really is and grow to love him again. But now he doesn't have him around for good now. I think that would give us a good story. You said that's not true, yo. Rashad ruined her career, so what would even see her at Stanford teaching? Shad told her, "Good luck trying to clear your name after this." That was close. Nah, no, it ain't.
I mean, she should have been at the
And
funeral.
that wasn't even. Yeah, exactly. She would have at least been to the funeral. No. And then on top of that, that's not that you can recover from something like that. All he did was say that she tried to back somebody who ended up turning out to get killed. You can recover from that. You can easily say you had no idea, just like most of the DNC. You can spin that so easily to get out of that. Nah. And I would even agree with you if you see her maybe suffering from it or something like that. But just that little last thing, and I keep telling folks, everything that happened in those episodes aren't 100% accurate. The only episode that you can say absolute happened is 10. I love this though, Talia. I love it.
That's what I'm looking at too.
He said, "Y'all reaching, bro. Ghost dead as fuck." I'm going to sleep.
Well,
Hey,
Courtney said he was dead, but there's more story to tell. Who is the secret brother and all that? They set us up for a lot of different storylines. I mean, I wanted
can't wait.
Junior. I
Hey,
wanted Junior to be their love child, Jamie and Angie's love child, and she gave him up to the sister. We saw that storyline in book 2.
look, I'm gonna tell you this, Talia. The amount of trolling I'm gonna do to your ass once that nigga pop up, I'm gonna be on your ass because you been 10 toes down saying he dead. So if that nigga show up, you better believe. Matter of fact, you gonna have your own segment. I might even have my boy Michael to join in with me. Be like, hey, apologize to me. Because I'm gonna be saying it. I'll be like, apologize to me, and then let my nigga Michael co-sign me. Apologize to me too. Oh shit. There gonna be some funny ass shit.
I just don't care if he's dead or alive. Just get it over. Do something with it.
I mean, I don't give a damn. Really,
Hold
if the
on.
man don't show up, don't come.
That's what I'm saying. Just close the door on it some kind of way.
Hold on. So DeMarcus, you said Eric Stark. Are you speaking of Kanan's cousins that he was around while he was in Virginia?
No, I thought that was the name Tariq used when he claimed the
It
body.
is. It is, but he also had a cousin named Eric that was in Raising Kanan as well.
Them folks in Virginia?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think those were Starks.
That's what I was wondering. I was going to ask that next, but he said yes. I'm not sure if that was a part of the Stark family or was that part of Rock's family. I'm not sure on that.
What season was that? Season 2?
But I would,
Check my
season 2.
notes.
But I would lean more towards that probably was Rock's family because they had stories of them when they were, growing up, kind of. So it would make me think it was Rock's family.
It was an Eric,
It was
but
definitely an Eric.
I didn't get a last name. Eric wanted to go to New York,
Right.
and they had an Aunt Deborah, Eric, and Pat. Eric was talking about he wanted to go to New York.
But yeah, back to Talia. You gotta show up. Nah, we're gonna summon you. If that shit happen, you gotta show up.
See, they gave us so many names on Raising Kanan. There's a lot of folks that could show up in season 5 or in Origins.
My biggest person that I'm looking out for on Raising Kanan season 5 is D-Wiz's brother. I'm ready to see him.
Oh yeah, we definitely got to get him. And where's he been?
Yeah.
But I have to remember now that the whole 4 seasons only covered 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
But still, your brother been killed like that. And you a gangster too. You know, he should have been somewhere trying to find out something.
Support, you're going to have a segment too. Let Lulu turn out to be his daddy. You're going to have a segment as well. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into this episode 2 for us. Now, first and foremost, we got one clip so far where we see Tommy. Looks like he's grabbing D-Mac out of a closet. I'm guessing he was trying to hide from him. And, he's basically, hold on, correct me. No, see, this is what kind of confusing for me because he was talking about the school, right? Did he supposed to have been in some kind of school or other than what, Tommy set him up to go to into season 2?
I don't think so. I can't. They had a whole clip. They had a whole clip with that conversation, didn't they?
Yeah, because it's not making sense to me because Tommy said in that clip that we saw, about him not being at the school no more. And D-Mac was like, I'm not going back to that school. They want me to cut out my dreads.
I know you want to pull it up.
Yeah, I can pull it up. Okay. So my thing is, it's like Tommy did find out that he left already at the end of season 2. So
Right.
why is he mentioning that school? You know what I'm saying? It just don't make sense to me, but I don't know. Maybe it's something I'm missing. So the name of the episode is A Seat at the Table. And like I said, he's mentioning the school, but he already knew that B-Mac left that already. So did he try to put him in?
And he ran away from it.
Or what's going on here?
It sounded like he was trying to make the argument that he didn't want to go to that school because they were going to make him cut his dreads. He was making it like the dreads was the issue.
Right. But what I'm saying is, Tommy was saying this don't look like no school to me. He already knew the nigga would have left the school.
Mm-hmm. Because the last we saw, he was talking shit to Kate and JP, right? Tommy wasn't in that scene.
Wait. I do remember that because, of course, he said, "Get off of me, F it." You know what he said.
Mm-hmm.
So, did nobody ever tell Tommy that he left?
Well, Talia might be on point because all this is happening right after that. Because he stormed out the house, so it probably is the first time Tommy sees him, and he said, "This don't look like no school to me."
Maybe,
Then she said Kate told him, yeah.
All right, well, I'll let that go. I guess that's, a good enough excuse for that. But either way, we know that it left off with D-Mac getting into the car with Jannard. Obviously, nothing happened to him. So what is it that y'all think Jannard and Diamond obviously is probably a part of this too?
I think Jannard just trying to get his trust.
That's what I was gonna go. I'm glad
because Diamond told him to talk to his uncle.
Yeah. So let me ask this: because do you think whatever this play that Jannard is doing right now, do you think that it's possible that it's just a play that Jannard and Shanti is running and Diamond isn't in on this part, but Jannard just told him Diamond had a job for him? Jannard could say that D-Mac is not. I don't know. Jannard could say that D-Mac is at Marshall house and Tommy find D-Mac at Marshall home. I mean, what's the motive of Jannard telling Tommy that D-Mac is there, though? I think Jannard and Shanti talked to D-Mac about something and convinced him to lay low. So I'm going to go ahead and give you an insider of what one of my next videos is going to be about. It's kind of touching on what Talia is talking about right now. So I believe they're going to go kind of the route of what Jukebox did with Tariq. And how it's going to go is they're going to have D-Mac come over. They're going to, become cool with him, get him to trust them, right? Have them doing stuff with him and stuff like that. Like, see, your uncle want to keep you out the game, but we see value in you. Yeah, shit like that. Manipulate them. And then eventually, when the time is right, they're going to, kidnap him and have him missing. And that's what's going to lead to JP some kind of way finding out where they at. Of course, he's going to be taken out because of it. It's going to be similar to the ghost coming to rescue him situation.
But where does the conversation fit in where JP is telling D-Mac, you my son, and I'll always, there's a whole conversation that happens between him and D-Mac.
It could be I know. It could be a situation where he ends up getting caught up just like D-Mac. When he tried to go to save him, he gets kidnapped too. And he does something to sacrifice himself to help D-Mac get away. Could be some situation like that. And once D-Mac gets away, he relays the news over to Tommy and Kate. And now they going back for revenge. I'm pretty sure that motherfucker, when he coming up into the wherever it is they coming in, that's gonna be in retaliation because of JP.
So I'm not gonna feel nothing when JP gets dropped off.
You just never know. They might surprise you. It depends on how it happens.
I mean, because JP, man, they ain't doing nothing with his character in the show. It's just like, because it's like they ain't got no storylines or no plan for his character going into season 3. Because they just got him. Held his character as hostages in the show.
DeMarcus, you can say that all you want, but at the end of the day, I can guarantee you that if we go down and do the numbers, and you can do a comparison to other channels, I have gotten a lot of this shit more right than a lot of y'all. You be saying some off the wall stuff. Some of your stuff might be landed, but the truth is these writers be predictable, especially for us. So you can say it sounds predictable. I'm not saying that's what I would do with it. I'm telling you that's what I think they're going to do with it. Especially book 2. I was right about damn near 80% of that motherfucker. Now, Raising Kanan, which I told y'all is the best one because they have the best writing. That one it be hit or miss.
Yeah, with Sean
Sasha Penn,
Penn running the show.
right? Now that
Yeah,
one they have
because
to
he,
write. You can't
he
just
been
pick
writing.
it like that. But book 2 was easy for me. Force seasons 1 and 2 was easy for me. You know that video of Joseph telling us top 5 reasons to watch this season? Yeah, I remember that. He said surprises, and there's a quick view of Jannard standing next to Kilo and Jay shooting someone. Maybe it's JP. Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm gonna tell you, they gave you the hint. That's what's gonna happen because they gave you the hint in episode 1. If you pay attention, remember when Tommy showed up on Jannard and Shanti, and when he popped up saying, "What's up, party people?" When he did that shit, remember he tried to call JP right after he told Jannard what his plan was, and he was like, "Damn it, JP, voicemail again." They heard that, so they're gonna know. They'll be like, "Oh, okay, he's real close to JP. That's one of his weaknesses." And I think Jannard is going to do that.
That's a good catch.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's gonna get that. Guarantee you that one right there is going. I'm gonna hit that one. And it ain't like I said. It's because these writers, a lot of the time, shit, MovieBot talks about this. That a lot of the stuff, some of the times, it may seem predictable, but it be exactly what the fuck it turns out to be. Yeah. Now, I wasn't wrong about nothing, but with Ghost being alive because that hasn't been proven. Talia, shut up. People taking credit for the obvious is just common sense to me. Well, it don't be common for everyone because, like I said, a lot of the stuff that I be saying. Matter of fact, I actually remember people saying certain shit that I said wasn't gonna happen, and it did happen. Especially book 2, the last season. Like I said, I was cooking that one. That one right there, I served that one at a very high rate. Jannard already knows JP is a weakness from season 1.
You know, I mean, yeah, because he ain't gonna drop no damn body, ain't gonna fight nobody. They don't have him either much doing drugs, pushing, or none of that in the show. They just got his character sitting on the sidelines doing absolutely nothing.
He know of them since season 1, sure, but JP hasn't been around. He's not thinking about him. Keep in mind, Jannard is not the most brightest of people. He's not thinking about it. But Shanti, she's smart. And to my knowledge, I'm not sure. Shanti don't really know about the relationship, do she? Has Shanti and JP ever met? I don't think they have.
No, they ain't never met. Not in season 1 or season 2. They ain't ever met up with each other.
Nor do I believe he was ever mentioned to her. So, like I said, Jannard is not that smart, so it doesn't matter. The fact that he said that in front of Shanti, he can be like, "Who is J?" She can instantly be like, "Who is JP?" And then Jannard tells her who JP is, and she comes up with the plan. Keep in mind, it's been going on since season 2. She's the thinker. It shows us that.
I mean, she was working with Claudia. Claudia knew JP.
Yeah, but she never mentioned it to Shanti. Claudia knew her, yes, but Claudia never decided to use that piece. Shanti seems like one of them types that Like I said, that's a scheming motherfucker. Anything she can use as leverage, she gonna take it. She's just like Jukebox.
And she's similar to her character.
I'm not sleeping on Claudia. Remember, I was one of the ones that said she's alive from the beginning. There was folks that were saying that she's not. And I was like, bro, Claudia's alive, and Claudia is gonna
Yeah, because with her coming back,
play a major part in what's gonna happen in this story.
Well,
I mean, with Claudia, with her coming back, that's a shock to everybody.
Yes,
Because we thought Claudia was going to be up out of here. Now, you know.
I don't think it was a shock.
Yeah, but
I didn't care about her either way. You know. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm not a Claudia fan on the show, but with Claudia, she gonna cause havoc for everybody. First, she coming after Ashanti. She gonna get revenge on her because her and Tommy plot a plan against her to set her up to get her killed in jail, and then she gonna end up coming after Tommy too.
Okay,
this
so
season, because you know Claudia come back from revenge.
Okay, so Talia, you're saying that maybe Claudia's next card that she's thinking of is to come out to JP. Well, I also said that I think it's a possibility at the end. In the end, because remember the description for the next episode said that Tommy's going to make a move that's going to basically put the people that's close to him at risk. What else, Rebel?
Claudia knew D-Mac too.
Did she?
Well, they was all working on the data together.
Yeah, that's true.
D-Mac was crunching numbers, and JP, I forgot what his role was,
but I'm gonna tell y'all this. My opinion, I think JP might be gone as early as episode 3.
I do too.
I think it's 3. I think he's out of here in episode 3.
And that's about 13 episodes too late.
I mean, they done wasted his character.
Who wasted JP?
I'm saying they were just a waste. Yeah, they wasted him.
It was kind of his death been predictable through the whole season, because once we knew Tommy had family, the family is always a weakness.
Mm-hmm.
See, once we knew he had a brother,
they didn't do nothing.
Let's let him finish his point.
He not even.
And they didn't do nothing to his character.
He not even protecting his family that we can see.
And he showed not definitely protecting his son D-Mac like he is supposed to.
Claudia will have the Marquez cartel eliminate Vic. This will cause a huge problem for Tommy. I actually think, I mean, I'm not saying that won't happen, but if it do, it has to be later on, because I think Vic is going to be one of the final deaths. I think he's
because either much Tommy is using Vic Front to be his inside man. I mean, dude, Tommy could have just popped Vic right there and took him out, because he is snitching to the feds and working with Stacey Mark, and it's going to end up backfiring on him in his face. That's what's finna happen this season.
By the cartels, so maybe they come after JP and Claudia never met D-Man. Yeah, I didn't think they met, but she knew of him. I feel the more screen time, it'll happen eventually. What are you referring to? So let's ask this. Episode 3, as of now, We only got one exclusive clip. Any big bodies will drop in episode 2.
Yeah, I see body dropping. So it's
What's a big body? I mean, they can. You
for
talking
me,
about
a big body.
in the main cast?
So it don't necessarily even have to be the main cast. It need to be somebody that's been around for at least 2 seasons. That's to me like
Tommy is expecting to make a direct.
Merkovich was a big body, but I don't consider him a huge.
I've always kind of suspected something about what's his name, Bobby.
Yeah,
the woman,
Bobby, the police.
Yeah, her husband, black woman's husband.
The one work for the
FBI. Either one of them would be a big body, but I don't think it'll be the woman. What's her name? Stacey.
He don't want to be on the case.
What's her name? Stacey something?
Stacey Marks.
Yeah.
Stacey Marks.
I don't think it'll be her, but the husband.
He ain't gonna be out no time soon.
He seems expendable.
It won't be next episode. I'll say that. Absolutely. Actually, I think he's gonna outlive her.
Oh. Right. And then you know UNN you know Stacey Marks supposed to be a man. You think she gonna make it as a man? Chicago.
Make it as a what? Mayor?
A mayor. She running for mayor of Chicago.
The guy who was after Miguel. Who are you referring to, Ali? Ain't it kind of ironic that people coming after Tommy this season and the ones he loved, just like in Raising Kanan and Rob?
We haven't seen Marshall yet.
Yep. And Tommy is
expected. I told y'all that I in my death predictions, I said I don't think he's making it past episode 3. And I still, honestly, that's who I think it is.
I wouldn't like to see nothing happen to Marshall. I don't care about nobody except Kate and D-Mac. The rest of them can go. They can just go.
I mean, yeah, because Marshall though ain't doing shit on his show. He ain't doing absolutely nothing. I don't see him making out this season alive. He's gonna be the first one up out of here. Yep, he's gonna be up out of here.
Well, his part is on the shot. He got a good role on the shot.
D-Mac is a hood to read.
Yeah, and then you got Tommy either much. Yep, and you either much got Tommy using Vic, and he would likely get an inside man provide Tommy with information on the feds to help him stay ahead of Stacey Marks. And that's it's gonna backfire on him because Vic, he walking around shaking.
Let me predict if anybody in the main cast is gonna go in episode 2, it'll be Vic.
Nah.
Yeah, because once Tommy and Diamond done using Vic up, they're gonna get rid of him.
I'm gonna strongly disagree with Vic. His storyline holds too much weight right now.
And Vic ain't even much about the street life.
I think they're gonna have to get rid of another person that won't change the storyline, but it will affect somebody that will, that is part of the main storyline. And Marshall would be the perfect person for that because it's gonna affect D-Mac.
Well, they'd have to bring him on and kill him off in the same episode.
That's what I think they're gonna do.
Okay, I could see that.
Yeah, because I mean, and King Kilo either much told Janor that he want revenge on his nephew. He want D-Mac gone. And he told you got next week to get it done. Because if you don't, it's gonna be a war with the CBI.
Let me say this too. Let me see, which episode was it? I think it was episode 4. I'm gonna say this. Marshall might be safe till episode 4 if they go this route. Because I had to think about something. Let me pull up the descriptions. I think they said that happened in episode 4, if I'm not mistaken.
Is King Kilo locked up?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's still locked up in a pen.
What would happen if he got killed?
I'm thinking he's gonna come out. He's gonna get out. That's what I'm thinking. But let me see. Let me read this description real quick.
And why he able to threaten one of the heads of CBI? Like, if you don't kill him, you know.
And we know Vic doesn't die next episode because it says in the description for episode 3 that Vic is plots his next move. It says that for the description of episode 3. So we know for a fact.
And then Tommy will plan. Right. And Tommy plans will put him in a most dangerous position, potentially ISO him and testing his relation with ally like Diamond. So, and these two gonna have trust issues going forward in this season with each other.
So this is what I think could possibly happen in episode 3, perhaps, as well. So it's possible D-Mac could lose. That'd be kind of crazy if it happened like that, for real. But I'm not saying this is gonna happen yet, but I'm gonna throw it out there that it's a possibility. What if Diamond? Because keep in mind, I mean not Diamond. Tommy has to make a tough decision, and they're saying that because it says in the description that Tommy finds a way to protect D-Man, right? And also in the description for 3, it says as Tommy does damage control with allies, Diamond and Jannard devise a plan to deal with D-Mac, and Vic plots his next move. So what I'm saying is maybe Tommy might use the same tactic that Rock had to use with Kanan and D-Wiz. Is it possible maybe he sacrifice Marshall and say, he was the one behind the death of what's his name? Mad Dog. Because the name of the episode,
Mad Dog,
the name of this episode for episode 3 is There's Always a Price to Pay.
And so you think the price is Marshall?
Somebody has to be sacrificed. Now, it could be that they're talking about JP.
Yeah, because somebody get.
I vote for JP.
I would vote for JP too. But I'm just saying, I'm gonna throw that out there. That'll be my second pick. I actually think I'm still gonna stick with. I think Marshall's out there.
Oh, JP finna get those.
But I think JP
because JP probably gonna get thrown in the crossfire.
So how long is Claudia gonna last? Because she got to go down for Juliana.
I think Claudia gonna last to the end of the season.
Final villain, I think.
What you said it again, Jay?
Yeah, because they gonna build her character up.
I said I think Claudia is the final villain.
So
yeah, because they gonna
take out her brother.
Gonna make it.
Don't she think her brother had something to do with her getting stabbed up?
Well, actually, Stacy told her that it was Tommy. That what Vic did was she wasn't the intended target. It's supposed to have been Tommy, but Tommy flipped it and made them get her. So she may have cleared Vic that Claudia isn't coming after him. It all depends on how she see it, I guess. King Kilo will send Grayskull and treason after Jannard and Shanti because D-Mac is alive. King Kilo need to realize that his nephew smoked an innocent kid. D-Mac popping him is street justice. Yeah, but that nigga ain't gonna say that. Who is PJ? I can guarantee y'all both her and Vic ain't surviving. Guarantee it. I can understand you may
I
want.
mean, they should have never made it to season 3. I mean, Claudia and Vic should have never made it to season 3, man. They should have been up out of here. And the writers end up bringing them up back because they want to keep on building up big storyline with Tommy and Stacey Marks and Claudia. So you know, I don't give a shit about them.
I'm gonna say this. I can see it. I don't. You know what? I almost said something now. I don't know. I had to think twice about it. I was gonna say I can see Claudia surviving more than I can see Vic surviving.
You and you telling me both of them ain't gonna get killed off at the same time?
Probably not together now.
Because you see, yeah, I mean, Claudia probably gonna go to the end. Gonna be to the end of the season. She gonna last till we get at the end of the season. So that's what the writers gonna drag it out.
Another reason how we should have known, you know, that even with the after description, how we knew that Vic was gonna survive is because he's gonna get a new love interest.
How you got time for a love interest?
He's gonna find it some kind of way. I'm not sure, but
Another black woman?
Now it's a white girl this time.
Mm.
I'm still, yeah. Who the hell's PJ? I'm curious to know that. I don't know who that is.
This is transposed, JP.
Oh,
I just hope they don't mess with Kate and or D-Mac.
well, I think D-Mac is safe because I see a lot of potential in what he has going on. It just makes sense. But Kate, I would hate to see something happen to her, but you know, I'm gonna say this: there's no way Kate and Maria survive. It ain't no way because I think they basically told us that at the end of season 2. You remember when Kate first met Maria, she was telling him stuff that Tommy has done, the lifestyle and stuff like that. And of course, Maria was like, she already know that. And then once Maria left, Tommy was getting mad at her, and she was like, "Look, we both know that I'm the only woman that's ever stayed in your life, and I'm the only one who is going to be around." I think they're telling you there that one of them have to go. So if Maria survives, that means Kate has to go because the curse has finally been broken. But that means she would have to go. But both of them can't stay.
Yeah, because one of them got to go.
Kate moves back to New York. Why are you saying that? No, she doesn't. y'all talking about because she hasn't went back for book 2 yet. But remember, in book 2 Forest, they said the reason why Tariq had to get the Ring camera was because Kate had already moved all of her stuff out of there. The house was empty. So that means she left New York and moved to Chicago. Unless you're saying after she left New York, moved to Chicago, she's gonna move back from Chicago back to New York. Usually, when all the secrets are out, that characters die, so Kate might be next. Yeah. Yes, but like I just said, support. Remember, she was gone in season 4. Right. So you're proving what I'm saying is correct. Book two's timeline is ahead of us. So book two, season 4, they said that Kate's place was empty. That means she moved. So how is she moving back to New York? Remember the pinky dude said that when they showed up, they that the place was empty. That was episode what, 3? I want to say, because that's when they was meeting up. Monet and Tariq met up with him, and he was like, the place he didn't got nothing because the place was empty. And then later on, he was able to capture the footage, and that's when they showed that Diana showed up like she was Monet and gave that letter. You think CBI and Peter's organization had history? Peter gave Diamond a weird look just before they talked business, and it looked like that kind of was another reason he didn't want to do business. I didn't really. I think you said that in one of the comment sessions. My apologies if I didn't respond back to it. I didn't catch the look, so I'm not exactly sure. I guess I would have to look at it again and see what you're talking about. So I can't really address that because I don't recall that look you're speaking of. I'm still very confused of what you're talking about, support. Because how in the world are you saying you just said that Force's timeline, right? Let me make sure we got this straight. Book two's timeline is ahead of Force. Are we in agreement of that?
I agree with you. Force started right after James died when Tommy got the car and drove off.
Exactly. I
He,
don't know
he was going.
I don't
He
know
was
where they
going
got
to
that from.
California.
When
He
they
was
was saying,
headed for California.
yeah, I don't get where they saying it. So see, they're what the confusion that starts at is they're believing that since he was in season 1 of book 2, that Forrest started right after that because Forrest did come after book 2. But no, that's not the case. Tommy had already been to Chicago and came back. I think he came back to New York, possibly. See that I think that's where the confusion is being held at. Because think about this. Immediately after the death of James, Tommy left New York to go to California. It
What?
even showed you on the episode when he was driving, and then when his last episode 13, he said he was headed to California. So y'all just saying he stuck around even though they showed him clearing out his entire apartment? No, he didn't stick around. The nigga left. He just returned to New York once he found out that Kate, I mean that Tasha was planning on lying on him about Ghost.
That's when he went back and faked his death.
Right.
So we don't know when he met up with Tasha, when they made up and Tasha was in which sect, but we don't know where that was. That wasn't in New York, was it?
Say that again.
You know, when Tasha knocked out Tariq, they was all together.
Mm-hmm.
And Tommy had found Tasha.
Right.
Tariq had found Tasha.
Mm-hmm.
And they had that discussion after she knocked Tariq in the head. Right.
Yeah.
So, but where was that?
I don't think they necessarily said where they were at there, but I don't think it was New York.
That's what I'm getting at. And then how would he find out where she was?
Because Cooper Sachs gave remember Diana gave Tommy the address.
Diana gave Tommy the address.
Yeah, because remember that's what the whole episode was about. She faked like she was Monet, gave the address to Kate. Kate gave the address to Tommy.
So that means Diana knew where Tasha was.
She knew where Tasha was, yes, because remember Cooper Sachs sent a letter to Monet's house after he died. And that letter had the address to Tasha's place.
Okay, I guess.
And then she gave it to Kate. Kate gave it to Tommy, and that's how Tommy found out. And then here's more proof to say what you're talking about is wrong, Support. Remember, he revealed to Tasha in season 3 that he has a brother. He was telling them about the events of that then. Keep in mind, Kate, during that time, Kate is still in New York. So afterwards, after that, I think he went back to Chicago. And after he went back to Chicago, I think that's when season 2 took place. And hold on, actually, you know what? The fact that Kate was still there.
Kate came to Chicago because her mama died.
Right.
But that don't mean that she was moving to Chicago at that point.
Yeah, but she moved. Yeah, true. But she moved after season 3 of Ghost. That we know for certain. Because like I said, I can pull this shit up.
She offered Tariq a drink.
Go ahead and end this.
Yeah.
The proof is in episode 3 of Book 2 Ghost to go ahead and just end this discussion.
And when you said Book 2 Ghost, is only really covered a couple of actual years also.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so here we go.
Next time I want a better update. What's going on at it? What did Kate Egan have to say for herself?
House is empty. No sign anyone's been there in a while.
There you have it. That easy.
Yep.
House was empty. No sign of anyone's been there in a while. That means Kate was long gone.
Yeah, and she done packed her bags and left New York City and moved to Chicago.
Season 1 of book 2 happened first. Season 1 of Forest started after Tommy faked his death. Dude, hold on. Started after Tommy faked his death with help of Tariq. Tommy mentions in season 1 he's already dead. No, he did not mention that in season 1. Oh, hold on. You're talking about in Forest. Let me make sure you're talking about. Tommy mentioned in season 1 he's already dead in New York City. Season 2 starts soon after Liliana died. The writers messed up the continuity. That's what happens when we have different writers.
I can agree.
I mean, yeah, they don't never keep the same
We
writer.
all can agree on that.
Yeah, I agree with supporting game. They don't never keep the same writers every season. They come back with different writers.
Okay, so I think. Okay, so to make sure we can get this correct. So basically, you're not saying that season 3, of Force happens, because this is the thing. Unless they do, like I said, I believe they got to do some major time skipping. That has to happen in 3 to get the timelines caught up in order for Tariq to come. Unless they some kind of way write it in that this shit happened in the middle of season 3 or some shit of Ghost, and it's just a part that they never told us about. But I doubt that.
But see, that what you're saying requires a major assumption that Tariq is coming to Force. That's something we want to see, but that's not necessarily what's going to happen.
Okay, so basically, you're saying that. I get this part. So basically, season 1 did happen after season 1 of Force happened after season 1 of Ghost because of what he said to Tatiana when he took her out. That he was already dead in New York. True. I just thought about it. That's confirmation. But the part that I was getting, that I was against, was the fact that Kate is going back to New York. Like I said, she's already have moved out of New York, unless maybe she's still just staying around in Chicago but haven't moved her stuff. So maybe the timeline is so far off. But then again, like I said, if the Tariq is showing up in major time skip has to happen. It's the only way to make it make sense. Anyways, though, let's get back into this last episode because we about to get ready to wrap this thing up.
I don't think Tariq's showing up.
Why? Why is that?
It's just
We basically already got confirmation that he is.
oh, well, okay. Refresh my memory. Where
Remember,
we getting
we
that from?
seen. I think you was in part of the stream when I showed it that Tariq was on set of Force. We seen when they was doing the Power Choice Awards, and he was there. He was at the Force set. Basically, you could see some of the. If you pay attention to the background of it, you can see he's there at what is it, Diamond Shop or some part like that, where you can tell. Oh yeah, that's where they shoot Force at.
Okay, I remember that.
Thought about it. Ali and Talia gone. Y'all don't hit them Z's.
And I'm 4 hours past my bedtime.
Yeah, I'm about to go to turn it in soon too.
Yeah, because we've been over here 3 hours.
Got about 10 more
Yeah,
minutes.
you know we that's up here.
Yeah, I've been.
Yep, because Power Book. Oh, Power Book Force season 2 coming, so you know it's gonna be body dropping in episode 2.
Okay, Talia's still here. Yeah, but I've been streaming 5-6 hours today.
Yep, you had screened at 5 o'clock, so.
I don't think if they do bring Tariq, I don't think they're gonna clear up the timeline.
Dude, they probably won't bring Tariq at the end of the season.
That'd be terrible if they don't.
If they bring Tariq at the last end of the season, so. And he probably gonna be helping. Tommy taking out the war with messing with these cartels.
I actually don't watch Stranger Things, Ghosting. But I was thinking about Game of Thrones, adding that in here and there too, because that was one hell of a show.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame that they messed the last season up like that, but that was one hell of a show. Me personally, I do think Braden is showing up. Yes. Thank you.
On Force?
Yes. I just think it makes sense for him to show up with them.
Tariq don't really even trust him.
He don't trust him on certain things. He don't trust him to make decisions. But when it comes to being part of, somebody that he can trust to be with the smoke, on stuff like that, he does. It's just like Ghost with Tommy. If he need an enforcer, somebody that to put down somebody like that,
he better find two.
He trusts him on that, but he won't trust him to go and run something and not get over emotional and fuck shit up. He's gonna do that. So. Now, is he gonna get smoked or not? I got to make my video on that. Hopefully, I haven't looked at support stuff. I said this in a video before. Hopefully, he ain't stole it yet. But I think I don't know if I'm gonna say that it's gonna happen. But I did make a video saying that I think it's a possibility he might. Because since he said that he's not in the new one, maybe he goes to Force to show up to help Tariq and get his ass smoked. It'll be crazy. But I'll say this. That would be a shocker. Nobody would see that coming.
I think the most wasted character was Two Bit.
Man, tell me about it.
I mean, dude, they could have just built up a two-pit though. I mean, character way in season 3. That's what they should have did. I mean, they didn't do. They did a piss poor job developing his character.
That's who Tommy should have been calling for help.
And they should have had. They could have do. The writers could have had him working with Tommy and Power Book Force in Chicago.
Well,
it still makes no sense to me that Tommy would call Tariq for help.
But think about this, Ronald. I don't think.
Yeah, because and I guess
I don't think Tommy knows Two-Bit is even out of prison.
Where they work. I mean, yeah, but they worked well with each other in season 5. Though him and Spanky, they was moving weight up him.
Sure, it would make sense for him to. What I'm saying is, I don't think he knows that Two-Bit is out to ask him.
No, he don't know Two-Bit is out of jail.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know why the writers, I mean, not bringing him to pair him with Two-Bit to help him in his organization.
Fightland, they released the song, the theme song for Fightland. I seen it came to my Apple Music for suggestions and stuff. I didn't listen to it, but they did send it. Anybody heard it yet?
No.
You said another issue with the timeline is that in Book 2, Season 3, Two-Bit knows someone out there to smoke Tasha. How Two-Bit know Tasha was going to get smoked? Well, he said he got a letter from Sachs, so that would be how he knows. You don't know what the letter said that he gave him.
That letter stuff that was nothing but a gimmick.
Okay, so it's good. 50 Cent always have really good intro songs, bro. Like songs for them shows. That mine shows theme song be.
What is Fightland about?
I'm not sure. You know, I haven't really dived in too much about it. I really don't know. Fightland, hold on. Is Fightland out already? It's not out, right? Or is it? I don't think so. Yeah, so how you gonna bench it? Well, anyways, I'm about to get ready to wrap this thing up, so let's go ahead and get our last and final remarks in.
I don't think there's going to be a big death in episode 2. It might be some member of a cartel or something. But all them explosions, and I don't know if that's going to be in episode 2 or not. Well, we know that that big explosion got to happen while Diamond and Tommy are still together, though.
Well, a lot of people is going to get killed.
And I either much see the characters. Right. And I see the characters is close to Tommy, include Maria, JP, and D-Meg, are at risk of being caught in the crossfire of a escape confirmed with the authority and others' rivalry. And dude, I don't see them getting. I don't see D-Mag getting taken out. But I think I see him getting taken out of season in episode 4. I could be wrong, but
Yeah, you are wrong. I'm gonna tell you that. But
yeah, it ain't gonna happen. But it's not gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. They probably gonna let his character dry. I mean, go all the way to the end of the season. Because like you say, JP, I see him getting taken out.
yeah, that nigga out of here 3. But see, the reason why
Yeah, because he up out of here.
the show you're talking about is for life support, which I thought the first season of it was really good. Season 2, I didn't really finish it. But back to the Marshall thing. In the description for episode 2, it talks about, you know, how Tommy's going to be putting the people close to him in danger, right? And also keep in mind, we get a line from Jannard where you know, well, Diamond and Jannard. Diamond says, you know, Tommy's my partner. And then Jannard responds and said, he's also the reason why motherfuckers getting shot. I think that's next episode because it matches the description. And like I said, with that being said, that means some people probably going to get caught up. And I believe a body is going to be a big body that's going to get caught up too. And it might. And honestly, I think, I'm going to tell you this. I think it's the Marquez cartel. Because I believe the Marquez cartel is behind the bike riders. That bike crew, that's the Marquez cartel. That's what I'm going to say. And I believe what's going to happen is they're going to come after everybody because of the mistake that Tommy did with Claude. Remember trying to take out Claudia and getting them locked up? They're going to come back. Because keep in mind, they tried to take out him and Shanti last episode. That's not the end of it. They're going to come after them again. And somebody's going to get caught up.
Right.
And I believe it's going to be Marshall.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's gonna be the next one out of here, up out the door. Yeah, and Tommy insurance using him as his inside man to get him information on the feds. It's gonna end up backfiring on him because you know I don't trust Vic in the next episode. Because you know, Tommy, we'll find out that Vic is working with Stacey Mark and giving up the intel to her.
So it's you. But all right, y'all. I think we better go ahead and close this one out. It will be another one tomorrow. But if I do have one tomorrow, it's going to be earlier. It's not going to. I'm probably going to have that one maybe even as early as 6 o'clock my time. Well, yeah, I'll definitely let y'all know in the community what time. But appreciate everybody that stopped through. Had a decent turnout.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll catch y'all on the next one.
All right.
All right. Peace.
Bye, Talia.